Liverpool 1, Sunderland 1. Steve Nicol.
Well, that was a struggle.
It was a struggle for us.
It was a struggle watching it as well.
Well, it was a struggle. Well, there was a man. There was a man watching. We were in a room, and there was a man who was basically talking to himself and shouting. I mean, I reckon that was up there with the amount he shouted about Liverpool, isn't it?
There's so many things that are just either going wrong, not working out, bad decision making.
What's your top three?
Top three, oh my goodness.
Can I give a suggestion? Van Dijk.
Van Dijk?
Do you know, I've actually not criticised Van Dijk that much this season, to be honest with you. But tonight, there is absolutely no question he has to bear a whole lot of responsibility. Not just for the goal, but for the way.
Talk us through the goal. What did he do wrong?
Well, what he did wrong was he
gave the ball away from start.
He gave the ball away. He tries to play McAllister, who isn't reading the pass. Okay, so what do? When you make a mistake, try and make up for it. And by making up for it, he could have stepped out and closed the ball because he had Kerkez who'd already come in beside him, so he didn't have to back off. But he did. And then when he sees Talbi going to strike the ball, again, he doesn't step forward, he just turns sideways. I mean, what happened to make yourself big, try and get in front of the ball? He got absolutely everything wrong. And then what we saw at the end, again, in my opinion, is down to your captain. If you want to go forward, that's fine, and you want to try and win the game. But the first thing you got to do is make sure that things at the back are sorted before you do it. And he just sauntered up, just went straight up, didn't even look. So, your captain's there for a reason. He's there to organise. He's there to show the example, set the example, and he absolutely didn't do that tonight.
I think it tells you West Ham were just, and the West Ham win was just West Ham. It was not Liverpool being great, and I think Stevie said that at the weekend. It was hard to judge because West Ham are very poor. He does everything wrong. Pass, doesn't close it down, and turns his back like a coward. I'm fed up. I'm fed up he's sitting here, and it's Mo Salah who's not played well. Florian Wirtz, he can't find his feet. Alexander Isak, he's not. Ekitike, the midfield, the dynamics changed. He's the barometer of what's wrong this year. He's supposed to be the leader, both by what he does on the field and how he manipulates the back line and talks to people. All he's done all season is throw Kerkez under the bus who didn't play, throws his arms up in the air. He's making as many mistakes as any other player. They're not always as high profile as Kanate or anybody else, who've all made mistakes. But Van Dijk, every game you could watch him and go, what's he doing? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing? And that tonight, you got the PSV game, the hand. Oh, I was pushed. You weren't pushed. It's just absolutely crazy. And he seems to be coming out of it relatively unscathed, and it's everybody else's fault. But for me at the back, he has been as bad as anybody else. And I think that goal and the way that he refused to close it down and the fact that he turned his back is the epitome of his performances this season.
I think what it is with Van Dijk, I think he realises that he's not as mobile as he was. He can't turn like he used to be able to. And I think centre forwards and forwards are now attacking Van Dijk. Know they can get some joy there. I think he knows he's got his shortcomings, and he's expecting everybody else to protect him, to kind of alleviate those shortcomings. And when they don't, or when there's mistakes made, he's blaming them first and foremost for kind of exposing him rather than exposing the team. And it's kind of creating that uncertainty all through the team. And like you say, he's the leader, he's the focal point, and he's nowhere near what he was. But I think also they're not working hard enough as a team. You've got Alexander Isak up front, or Salah when he plays. The work rate they had last year with people like Núñez and Luis Diaz, it's not there anymore. So that when the forwards aren't working as hard as the rest of the team, then the defence and the midfield get exposed, and it's all kind of coming together, and then you've got your fullbacks who are all over the place, as you say. So everything is kind of combining to be a mess.
Nobody's frightened to go to Anfield at the moment, are they? Nobody.
No.
We
saw that at the start of the game.
Yeah.
We were talking about what is West Ham. Well, the way the game started told you that they weren't convinced what they did against West Ham was because Sunderland started better than Liverpool. And quite frankly, at half-time, you couldn't have told which team was the defending champions and which team had just been promoted. You couldn't.
You also couldn't tell if Alexander Isak was on the pitch. And we spoke about maybe strikers needing confidence. He got that goal against West Ham, thought, well, maybe this is it. This is the kickstart that he needed.
Yeah, I think I'm still... I don't think there's any doubt. Anybody who watches Isak right now is disappointed in the way he's performing. But again, you know, your centre forward relies on others more than anybody else.
Okay.
And he's getting absolutely nothing. I mean, I don't remember one chance that Liverpool had in this game, or the last 3, 4, 5 games where you're saying they should have scored. Everything's the header from McAllister, or Ekitike with a half a chance that he balloons wide. So from that point of view, I do still feel a little bit for both Wirtz and Isak. I think the majority of the blame lies elsewhere. But at the end of the day, I can't argue what he said. He was absolutely invisible. I actually forgot he was playing at one stage in the second half.
Slot came on in the second half, of course. Big talk about his future. What did you make of him?
He tried.
That's all right.
I mean, nothing came off for him. He never passed anybody when he tried to. He had a couple of crosses that never quite reached where they were supposed to. He had a couple of shots that were blocked, that weren't really on. But you know, you can't question his commitment when he came on. But we expect more than that from Salah.
We talked about City doing some business in January. What are Liverpool going to do? We obviously heard of Gueye.
Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous considering what they spent in the summer, but they've got headroom as well. They can do business because they brought in about £250 million in the summer, so they've actually got money to spend. They like Semenyo as well. Again, they brought a lot of forwards in, so I'm not quite sure why they want Semenyo, but I think Mark Gueye is going to be difficult because, first of all, he knows when the season finishes, he can take his pick of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, wherever he wants to go. So why would he kind of give up that free agent status to go to Liverpool in a real mess? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you go to Liverpool now, you're playing with Van Dijk or Canate, you're kind of jeopardising your own form, aren't you? If you stay at Palace, you know you're going to go to the World Cup with England. But I wouldn't rule out Chelsea.
If you get through to January, well, once January comes, what's the point in Mark Gueye not just waiting that 3 or 4 months?
The one club I think he might go to is Chelsea because Chelsea need a centre half. They could do the deal. It's a big club in the Champions League. It's London. It's someone that he's familiar with. And Palace would obviously take the money, but I think that is a decent bet for someone like Gueye. But I think Liverpool is. I wouldn't go near it right now because of the uncertainty of the defence. Every position in that back four and the goalkeeper is a problem right now. So if you're a centre half going in there, it would be a risk.
Well, you can't say, well, let's drop Canate because he's been struggling. We'll get Mark Gueye and everything's fine. Because Van Dijk, we've been over the coals with Van Dijk.
Why would you not go to Liverpool?
Because they're an absolute mess at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Better options elsewhere.
But really?
Yeah, but
You'd rather. So,
hold on.
Tell me if I'm wrong, by the way. So
a free
you'd rather
transfer.
you'd rather go to Chelsea than Liverpool. I mean, there's no question right now. Liverpool are in a bit of a mess. But are you telling me that, oh, well, it's never going to get any better?
I'll wait till the summer when you would have the opportunity to buy Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool again, Man City are interested.
Yeah, I think that's a better option.
But then the fact that if somebody was to offer 50 million for Gueye, Liverpool and Chelsea, right? And Crystal Palace decided they were going to do it. I mean, there's uncertainty over the manager apparently. So if you're Gueye, you go, well, why can't I go now? Would you take Chelsea over Liverpool?
No, I wouldn't. I'd go to Liverpool, but I'd also be worried.
Why would you go to Liverpool ahead of Chelsea?
Well, although they've struggled this season, they should be a much better team. They should have.
Chelsea are world champions.
Yeah.
How's that liver?
But I'm quite surprised you're so dismissive of Chelsea because if you were going to go in January, Chelsea have got more chance.
It's not dismissive. It's just.
I'm putting this down as a blip for Liverpool, right? Chelsea have yet to convince anybody.
Right.
Club World Cup, UEFA Conference, nobody cares because, as Augie said, we're just playing the second team for the most part. If we
I don't understand how you say it's just a blip. If you've got Van Dijk getting older, you've been very critical of him.
I'm saying
Salah's going to leave.
So would Isak have gone to Chelsea instead of Liverpool?
But
if he had a choice?
It's a completely different conversation now.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
So wait, because of 4 months?
Yes, because of 4 months and the way in which the team.
One of the things that would worry me about Liverpool if I was going in there at the moment would be the manager.
Who will be the manager?
Exactly. You know, if I'm signing for somebody and he doesn't turn it around...
It's not going to be you know what I mean? It's not like you're going in going, oh, Dan Thomas is going to get a Liverpool job, I'm not going there. It's going to be somebody of repute.
Really?
Yes.
Ange, big Ange.
Big Ange. Well, And you're done.
But aren't you all about, like, if you're who's more likely to win the Champions League this year? It's Chelsea over Liverpool, isn't it? Surely, if you're a player, you're looking at short-term goals.
Why would you look at You're not looking at short-term goals. You're looking at your career and you're thinking, right, okay, Liverpool just won the Premier League. Not long ago, won the Champions League. They've just bought Isak. They've just bought Wirtz. They've spent all that money. They've still got more money to spend. I mean, really, you're going to take Chelsea over Liverpool?
Chelsea won the Champions League since Liverpool, and they were World Club champions.
Don't.
You know,
not with your facts.
If I was going in a free transfer and had all those other clubs that Augie mentioned, who were suitors, I'm not going to any of them.
Right.
I'm not going to Liverpool or Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm going to Bayern Munich, I'm going to Barcelona, I'm going to Real, whoever it is. If those clubs were really in the hunt for him as a free transfer, that's where I'm going.
And it's a free transfer element as well, isn't it? Because that is a huge thing for football. I mean, even though they earn multi-millions, the fact you can go as a free transfer, you get the signing on fee, there's no fee involved, that is a big deal. And especially if you've got such an array of clubs that want you.
Good morning, Georgie. How are you? You good? Good, and you? I'm good.